Hi guys, welcome to My Math with Mrs. Hoskins. Today we're going to be learning about cubes and prisms. And you already saw Annie and Moby talking about that earlier. You will need a pencil, your box of crayons, your page 711, 711, and if you have a dice, that would be helpful too. If not, you can just freehand draw. So let's get ready to learn. Okay, so this is Chapter 10, Lesson 1 on cubes and prisms. And our essential question is, how can I identify three-dimensional shapes? So we're not doing the flat shapes anymore. We're now doing shapes with dimension. So, like your crayon box. It's a rectangular prism. Or the dice is a cube. It's solid, it's not flat like the paper. So we are going to trace one face of the crayon box, or the rectangular prism. I got a little excited there. And then we can write rectangular prism. And every face of a rectangular prism is a rectangle. So it's made up of a bunch of rectangles. Here, 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 and here. 6 altogether. Then we're going to trace our dice. The cube. I hope you're not trying to trace an ice cube. That could get messy. Then I'll write cube, and every face of a cube is a square. And again, there are 6. All right, let's go to the inside of our paper. Three-dimensional shapes are solid shapes. Cubes and rectangular prisms have faces and vertices, or vertex. We called those corners before. So the cube has 6 faces, or 6 flat parts, and 8 vertices, or corners, where the lines come together. The rectangular prism has the same thing, 6 faces and 8 vertices, or corners. Now we are to identify each shape, circle the name, write the number of faces and vertices. So is this a cube or a rectangular prism? Well, the cube, they all have to be the same size. All the faces are the same. So we know this is a rectangular prism, and they told us right up here that it has 6 faces and 8 vertices. The cube is right here, and again, they told us up here that it has 6 faces and 8 vertices. Talk math. How are a rectangular prism and a cube alike? Well, they both have 6 faces and 8 vertices. So that's how they're the same, but they don't look the same because this has different sizes, but this, they're all the same, all equal. Let's go to On My Own. Identify each shape, circle the name, write the number of faces and vertices. So we are going to do this part on your own. Circle which one it is. You can always look back. Circle the shape that makes each object. So the faces, what shape are they? Are they circle, square, triangle, or rectangle? And on this, circle, trapezoid, triangle, or rectangle. Circle the object that can be made by these faces. So which one of these is made out of square faces? So let's start our think music. Okay. Identify each shape. Circle the name. So we have the cube with 6 faces and 8 vertices. The rectangular prism with 6 faces, 8 vertices. The box has square faces. The rectangular prism has rectangular faces. It also has a couple square faces. And the object that can be made with 6 squares is the Rubik's Cube. All right, check your answers and let's go to the back. Problem solving. That looks delicious. My first name is Colby. My last name is Jack. Sounds like cheese to me. What shape are the faces on this cube? That's an important word. Of cheese. Draw each face. Okay, so I have to draw 6 squares. One for each face. And I have to answer that they are square. Number 9, if you put these shapes together, what 3-dimensional shape do you make? Circle the name of the shape. So it has 2 squares and 4 rectangles. That makes the rectangular prism. How are cubes and rectangular prisms different? Let's say cubes are made of squares rectangular prisms have squares and rectangles. Kind of a long answer, especially if you write gigantic like I do. Okay, so copy that down, and this is the end of lesson 10.1, and I'll see you next time.